Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Surabhi Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 8th of August. India asks Pakistan to review downgrading of ties over Kashmir. Pakistani opposition leader Maryam Nawaz arrested in graft case. And any Taliban attack will impede Afghan peace process, says official. And now for all the details. Reacting to Pakistan's decision of suspending trade with India and downgrading diplomatic relations over revocation of Jammu and Kashmir's special status, India on Thursday asked Islamabad to review its decision. India's foreign ministry asserted that its decision to remove the special status to Jammu and Kashmir is an internal affair.
India on Thursday termed Pakistan downgrading diplomatic ties with it as an attempt to present an alarming picture to the world about bilateral relations and urged Islamabad to review its decision. India's foreign ministry said it regretted the steps announced by Pakistan on Wednesday and asserted that its decision to scrap Article 370 of the Constitution, removing special status to Jammu and Kashmir, is an internal affair. The Constitution of India was, is and will always be a sovereign matter. Seeking to interfere in that jurisdiction by invoking an alarmist vision of the region will never succeed, the Indian Foreign Ministry said in a statement. Pakistan on Wednesday expelled Indian High Commissioner Ajay Bisaria soon after deciding to downgrade the diplomatic ties with India. It also decided to suspend bilateral trade. Pakistan Railways Ministry said on Thursday Samjhauta Express, the cross-border train service has also been permanently stopped.
इंडिया के ऊपर इसका कोई असर नहीं है. हम तो हर वक्त इनके साथ दोस्ती चाहते हैं, बट उनकी मर्जी है बंद कर दें. इंडिया की इकॉनमी तो इतनी बड़ी है कि हमारे लिए तो ये कोई इशू ही नहीं है. उनकी इकॉनमी हमारे मुकाबले में इतनी छोटी है कि उनको असर जरूर पड़ेगा.
The move by Islamabad comes after India on Tuesday approved a resolution abrogating special status to Jammu and Kashmir and a bill for splitting the state into two union territories.
In news from Pakistan, Pakistan's Anti-Corruption Bureau on Thursday arrested opposition Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leader Maryam Nawaz in a corruption case. She was arrested with her cousin while attempting to visit her father, former Pakistani Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, at a jail in Lahore where he is being held after being convicted for corruption. Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz or PMLN Vice President Maryam Nawaz Sharif was on Thursday arrested by the National Accountability Bureau or NAB in connection with the Chaudhry Sugar Mills corruption case. Maryam Nawaz was taken into custody before meeting her father, former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, who is jailed in Lahore's Kot Lakhpat jail, local media reported. Yusuf Abbas, a cousin of Maryam Nawaz, has also been arrested by NAB. Maryam was supposed to present herself at the NAB office on Thursday as she had been summoned earlier for questioning in the case. The PMLN leader was previously jailed in the Avonfield corruption case last year along with her father and husband. All three were released from jail within a few months before Nawaz Sharif was sent to jail again in Lahore in relation with the Al Azizia steel mills case. On directives of NAB chairman, Maryam and Yusuf will now be presented before an accountability court on Friday after a medical examination. Moving on, a group of locals recently took to the streets of Gilgit-Baltistan to demand their share of compensation, which they have been denied since 1949 by successive governments of Pakistan. They blame their ancestors became homeless overnight after the acquisition drive by Pakistan in the aftermath of its illegal occupation of the territory.
A protest was held recently by a group of locals in Gilgit-Baltistan to demand compensation for their lands which were acquired by the Pakistani government in the name of development decades ago. Even though acquisition took place in 1949, people are yet to be compensated for their properties, including that for building the Gilgit airport. The protesters claim that their ancestors became homeless overnight after the acquisition drive. However, Islamabad did not even pay them the market price of the land.
193 लोगों ने गिलगित एयरपोर्ट के जुमरे में इस तरह अपना माली और जानी और घर बार सबका कुर्बान करके पाकिस्तान के लिए एक नए बाब का चैप्टर उन्होंने खोला था।
मांगते लोग नहीं हैं, अपना राइट मांगते हैं, और अगर हमारे राइट के रास्ते में कोई भी रुकावट आ गया तो इस रुकावट को फालांगना हमारा शरई और कानूनी हक है। हमारे शरई और कानूनी हक है, हम उस रुकावट को तोड़ेंगे।
Scores of tourists visit Gilgit-Baltistan every year, and the airport is the single major connectivity point. Islamabad has made billions of rupees because of it, but has deprived those who have sacrificed their land and possessions during the construction. Protests in Gilgit-Baltistan have become a common sight, with one or the other section of the society expressing its anger against Pakistan, which has always given a biased treatment to the illegally occupied region.
In news from Afghanistan, the Taliban claimed responsibility for a suicide car bomb attack on a police station in Afghan capital Kabul on Wednesday, which killed at least 18 people. Following the attack, the government officials said that continued attacks from the Taliban show that the militant group has no commitment to peace. The Taliban claimed responsibility for a suicide car bomb attack on a police station in Afghan capital Kabul on Wednesday, which killed at least 18 people and wounded 145. Following the attack, a spokesperson for the Afghan President Ashraf Ghani in a news conference on the same day said that continued attacks from the Taliban show that the militant group has no commitment to peace.
حمله طالبان یا ادامه حملات طالبان بیانگر است که اونا به صلح تعهد ندارن. با تاسف هر حمله طالب باعث میشه که ما مانع را در پروسه صلح ببینیم.
There has been no let-up in violence in Afghanistan despite the Taliban and the United States appearing close to a pact for US troops to withdraw in exchange for a Taliban promise that the country would not be used as a base from which to plot attacks by extremists. In news from Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said a new broad political alliance for the presidential election will be established before the end of August. The presidential election in the island nation will be held later this year.
Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that the proposed United National Party-led Democratic National Front will be established before end of August. In a statement this week, Wickremesinghe said further discussions will continue between political parties and organizations in order to establish a broad, strong and stable alliance. This comes after Wickremesinghe on Monday failed to announce the formation of a new broad political alliance for the presidential election later this year, amid internal dissension within his United National Party or UNP. The island nation has been racked by political divisions since a constitutional crisis last year, when President Maithripala Sirisena sacked UNP leader and Prime Minister Wickremesinghe and appointed former strongman Mahinda Rajapaksa. Though Wickremesinghe was reinstated in December after the intervention of the Supreme Court, the government remains deeply divided.
Moving on to news from Bangladesh. Bangladesh is struggling with the worst outbreak of dengue fever. A total of 2,428 dengue patients have been admitted to different hospitals across Bangladesh as of Wednesday.
Bangladesh is in peak dengue season with 32,340 cases reported this year as of Wednesday. According to the figures by the Directorate General of Health Services, a total of 2,428 cases of dengue, including 1,153 in capital Dhaka, were reported till Wednesday 8 a.m. local time. Among those admitted, a total of 23,610 have been released from their respective hospitals and clinics after treatment. Since January 1 till August 7, a total of 32,340 people have been affected by dengue. The Bangladeshi government on Tuesday confirmed another 5 deaths from dengue fever, bringing the total number of fatalities in the country since January to 23. The number of patients was 10,148 last year and 26 of them died.
Bangladesh's Interior Minister Asad Uzma Khan on Thursday met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss issues of mutual interest. Khan co-chaired the 7th round of Interior Minister-level talks with his Indian counterpart Amit Shah on Wednesday.
Bangladeshi Interior Minister Asad Uzma Khan Kamal met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in capital New Delhi on Thursday. During the meeting, Khan noted the strong and growing relationship between the two countries and thanked India for its support, including in the areas of border management and infrastructure. Prime Minister Modi reaffirmed India's abiding commitment to steadfastly partner Bangladesh in its rapid progress to prosperity. Khan held the 7th Home Minister-level talks in New Delhi with his Indian counterpart Amit Shah on Wednesday. During the meeting, both the leaders discussed gamut of issues including strengthening cooperation in border management and bilateral security cooperation.
We are discussing about our border management, the security issues and other things, and there has been complete unanimity of views between the two sides. So there is no dispute between us, and we are trying to strengthen our cooperation to make border management more effective.
The leaders also looked forward to enhancing cooperation in simplifying people-to-people contact and travel for business, health and tourism, including through promoting connectivity.
The Indian Army has secured the pole position in the first phase of the ongoing International Army Scout Masters competition. 8 countries are participating in the event that is underway in Jaisalmer city of India's western Rajasthan province. The Indian Army team on Wednesday secured top position in the first stage of the ongoing Army International Scout Masters competition in India's western Jaisalmer city. Total 8 countries are participating in the competition, which has 5 stages. The first stage of the competition started on Tuesday and continued till Wednesday, which involved tactical drills of mounting in a helicopter by the scout squad to infiltrate behind enemy lines.
इस फर्स्ट स्टेज के अंदर हिंदुस्तान का टीम, इंडियन आर्मी टीम फर्स्ट पोजीशन हासिल कर चुका है। दूसरा पोजीशन टीम कजाकिस्तान और तीसरा पोजीशन रशिया के पास।
The competition includes tasks like infiltration and ambush, scout specialist course, scout trail obstacle course, small arms firing, flotation and exfiltration divided into 5 stages. The event will continue in Jaisalmer till August 16th. Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. India asks Pakistan to review downgrading of ties over Kashmir. Pakistani opposition leader Maryam Nawaz arrested in graft case. And any Taliban attack will impede Afghan peace process, says official. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter at @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.